Hi there. This is one of the iris that I created when I did a hybrid and cross-pollinated a couple other iris about 4 years ago. Today I would like to show you kind of a standard way, quick way, a fun way to make your own different color variations, right? We'll head down to the other area. So now we're going to take this black iris, bearded, they're just absolutely gorgeous. It's a very deep purple. The drops actually look black and the standards look kind of a very deep purple with a purple beard. But this one's a really good example on the anther that's in these because it shows up very well. And this little anther actually has a lot of pollen on it. And a lot of times you can take tweezers, but seeing this is a big one, we're going to pull it off and we're going to actually bring it over and put this anther into a purple light lavender heirloom, and so that we can pollinate it. So I'm going to grab one more just so I have enough. I will have more of these flowers that will come. They're blossoming on this. This is a beautiful example too because everybody likes them tall and multiple blooms. There's like 5 multiple blooms just on this one stem. So this is a really nice iris to use. It's really fun because of the colors and to see what you're going to have. So now we're going to move over to the lavender one and we're going to put it into the and pollinate it. Now this lavender is an heirloom. These are from my grandmother's garden way back forever ago. And these actually, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blossoms on it, blooms. And we're going to see if we can get that, so pretty much a black iris to pollinate. And this is going to go actually in, it's going to go into the stigmatic lip of this flower. And don't worry if you wreck some of your standards or drops doing this, because this is the area you really need to put them into, is right here. So you have to be really careful and try not to take off your pollen if you can help it. And there's an anther there, a very tiny one. And you could actually take that one and put it over into the black iris if you needed to. So this one needs to go down into this lip without losing a lot of my... And this is actually pollinating. If you see, the pollen is actually coming off. It needs to go in a little deeper. See if we can do this one here. And it's kind of the same thing. Now this one's working really good. It's kind of the same thing as when you're doing like pumpkins and you want to cross-pollinate. The males are up on top of the flowers and the females are what bear the fruit. So basically you got the male and the female. So we're going to try to take this other one now that we wiped a lot of the pollen off and just put it into the lip. Now this one should take less than 2 weeks once the blossom's gone, if it's going to create a pod. And I will show you a pod that we've already created like this. And we might as well do the last, we can get to it. Now what I also do is, because this is very time consuming, okay, we take a stick and we mark it pretty prominently which one it is. And then we'll put this standard back up with the drops. And really keep track of it. And I'll pound that in afterwards. But I want to show you what the pods will look like. If this is going to pollinate now, I'll show you what the pods are going to look like after, with success. Okay, so the pods actually, this is a couple weeks ago. Dave and I had pollinated, we cross-pollinated an orange iris with a blue iris. And these are early ones, and we kind of kept them at the same time, not like the later ones, and they're same height. And these actually, we had we pollinated 3, and we actually had 3 success rate. So what these will do now is we'll leave these here and we'll let them dry out, and I'll keep track of them. And I'll, Dave, you want to throw this over here? We can see the second one over here. This will turn very brown and it'll dry out and it'll start to crack open, and that's when you want to get it, when the seeds are getting ready to hit the ground, because you want to save those little tiny dark seeds that are in here, and they got to be dried out and kind of dark, and put them in a container like a paper envelope or a cardboard box, a tiny little jewelry box, and label it what colors they are. And these here, I have photographed the pictures of the iris of these, so, but I have definitely had the stake here to keep track of what I had pollinated. And then you put the seeds later on into pots in the fall, and you leave them there. So these are the pots from last year, when I pollinated last year some iris, and I put the seeds in, and I had 12 pots, so I had 4 for success rate, and these are going to be a light lavender with a yellow scent on the outside and a maroon on the outside. So this one here is, these guys are coming right along. So being that they're so little and they've got to create their own little tubes, you want to kind of keep real close track of them, and putting them in the pots for the winter, leave them right outside, and then just let them grow in there. You can keep track of these little seeds and these little guys for a while. So I'm probably going to leave these in here for a while longer, but before fall I probably will put them in one of these raised beds and then label them really well. And I'm hoping by next year I'll have a blossom the same. So I hope this was really helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, you can just, ask them on my page and on my YouTube channel. And if I can give you a hand on that. And we'll see, maybe next year we'll have these and we'll be able to show you what color they are when they actually blossom. So thank you very much and have a great day. One thing I'd like to mention about the pods, when they are pollinated, you really should do all 3 lips when you pollinate. When the pods are formed, there's actually 3 segments of the pods that actually grow seeds, and if you can get all of those pollinated, then all your seeds will be good and will germinate at the end of the season. And I think that's why I did not have a good success rate with that last batch from last year, because all the seeds did not get pollinated, even though there were seeds. And of course you don't find it out until the following year when they don't germinate. But I hope you're enjoying the flowers that we're kind of scanning here, all our iris, and we're just going to continue on, and then so you can enjoy them.